Hey, I'm Scott Alfano. I live in Seattle, Washington. I've worked in finance for the last decade, most recently at AWS Amazon since the middle of 2021. Um, Additionally, from that, I'm a licensed real estate agent in Washington and also in Florida. I've been helping families and investors buy homes and rental properties since 2015. My long term investing goals are to generate enough income to replace my 9 to 5 income, definitely on the fire retire early plan. My investing includes high dividend stocks, providing short term loans to investors, and investing into other real estate syndications. Between my personal investments and my investments in my LLC, I'd say well over 50% are currently in real estate. In 2023, I plan on converting my 401k to be able to invest in real estate further. So I'd say by 2024, I'd expect probably about over 85% of my entire investing portfolio to be in real estate. Um, so I decided to put a significant portion of my portfolio into commercial real estate syndications for a few reasons. Firstly, the level of detail where I can research every single aspect of a syndication project. I like that I can pick and choose the projects that I want to be involved in. I can pass over the ones that I feel less strongly about. Um, I like that a lot more than investing in a company's stock, where it's really you're all in or you're all out, and you also are never going to have that same level of detail. You know, you can obviously read 10K reports, things like that, but being able to look at specific syndication projects. I can choose the length of time. I can choose the geographic location. What the exit strategy is going to be, whether it's going to be planned on a refinance or planned on holding on for residual rental income for the next 10 years. I can pick and choose exactly what I want in each syndication. And there's the lack of being forced into an entire package is really attractive to me. I like that aspect a lot. Um, so especially when initially starting out, I think that your capital in a commercial syndication goes a lot further than it does buying a residential investment property, for instance. Aside from being better, aside from being better insulated from unexpected expenses, the tax advantages are really significant. And I did get to see that this past year with some of the first commercial syndications that I invested in. It was extremely advantageous during tax time. Um, so aside from all this, the I think the rapid capital growth, short 3 to 5 year exit strategies, I think that they help to grow your funds to be able to redeploy, reinvest exponentially compared to other strategies. I know that in 2025, that'll be the first time that I have exits from syndications that are going to exceed my annual salary. And from there, just being able to again redeploy that capital back in to new projects is just gonna grow even further. So I met Keshav when we were both working at Amazon. And Amazon has a commercial real estate investing club. He was the founder of the group. He led meet and greets with guest speakers every month, if not more often, actually. Um, and at that point, I had not invested in any syndications yet. I had only done my own uh, small investing, again, those private loans that I had mentioned, things like that. I hadn't gotten into any commercial syndications yet. Um, but the investment club, it was extremely helpful, not only in networking, but just the huge amount of knowledge, the knowledge base that was presented. Um, you know, with my real estate background, I believe that I know more than most people in the real estate world, especially those that are starting out. But every single month, people were coming in that were an expert in a very specific area of commercial real estate that I really knew nothing about. So being able to uh, just be in that environment, learn that every single month, I picked up a ton, and it helped me develop some interests that I didn't realize I really wanted to, of spaces that I want to be in, and I did not realize at the time. So being able to learn those unique inputs into the market, it helped me find my way of what I want to be investing in also. Last year, in the summer of 2022, I made my first investment with Keyshav and with Clive Capital. I was investing into roughly a 300 unit apartment complex in Houston, Texas. I joined because of all the available financials, and the plan to profitability was really succinctly laid out. Um, I've since joining, I've received a dividend of rents every single month, and I'd say more importantly than that, uh, we all investors we receive a monthly email with great detail about what is happening at the complex in terms of um, as there are empty units, what's being done to improve them to raise the rents, what is happening as far as occupancy, whether it's meeting what was expected, whether it's higher than what was expected. It goes into great detail about everything. I've really enjoyed getting those emails. Obviously, the dividend is great. I think that those emails are really important. They've been very, very helpful in understanding the project. And for someone like me, I'm heavily involved in real estate. My wife is a public school teacher, has no interest in real estate, and being able to kind of sit down and go through those emails with her every month, it helps her feel a lot more at ease also. So that was another benefit I didn't even think about ahead of time. But it's been really great, and it's helped her feel very comfortable with the investing process as well, especially with Clive Capital. So if it's your first time investing in real estate, I think that Clive Capital is an awesome place to start. They'll be as hands-on or as hands-off as you wish. Somehow they really do always have time for one-on-one conversations if anything pops up if need be. They are around. I have invested into some projects where once the money goes out, I don't hear very much until the day of closing when it's time to exit a project. And that lack of transparency is not something that's at Clive Capital. Clive Capital is going to tell you anything and everything that is happening with your project, and I just think it's fantastic. Even if you are a seasoned investor, I think that you'll be able to invest into Clive Capital, see what they're providing, not just financially. And the financial returns are absolutely fantastic, but see what they are returning from a knowledge basis, compare it to other areas where you've already invested in the past. And I think you'll see that Clive Capital is just spades above everybody. Personally, I'm going to make my second investment with Clive Capital this summer here in 2023. I look forward to growing financially independent, and it's Clive Capital is going to be a huge part of that. So I thank you again, Keshav. Thank you, Clive Capital. Here's to many more.